Today's date's October 9th, 2022. It's 4:30. I'm Raul Gatso with Offdutycharters, and we're going to talk about fall and winter wade fishing. We're going to compare what I use. I'm no expert, but I'm going to show you what I use, what I used to use, and hopefully y'all can learn something from this and get some good winter wade fishing done this year. We're going to talk about breathable waders and neoprene waders, and waders that have the built-in sock is what we're talking about. We're not going to talk about waders that have the built-in boot. Neoprene. We got some waders right here to my left. Neoprene is a thicker material commonly found like in wetsuits. It keeps you warmer, but it is a little bit thicker and might be a little bit harder to move around in. It all depends. Breathables are made of a thinner material, more like a rain jacket. Some of these are double plied. They're easier to move around in, and you wear clothes under the breathables. The neoprene ones, usually you're not going to put on something heavy. You're just going to basically put it on like a wetsuit. Sizing. What size of waders should I order? A lot of waders are going to have the sizing chart built in. I'm not a real big fan of reviewing sizing charts. I would rather just go to the store and try on the waders that I want. So what I'm going to recommend you do is go to Bass Pro Shop, go to Academy, and try on both. Try on a pair of neoprene waders, try on a pair of breathable waders. That'll determine which ones you like better. The next thing I'm going to want you to do is, let me grab a chair. Is take your wade boots that you normally wear, or grab a pair from the store, try on neoprene waders with the boot. I'm going to show you that in a few minutes on what I'm talking about. The wade boot that I like to wear is the Everlast Ray Guard boot, and what I do is I buy one size bigger for my summer wading, and I'm going to show you what I do. First of all, I always wear a pair of neoprene socks in my summertime wading, which is almost equivalent to the thickness of the bootie that's already built into the wader. This is what I do for summer wade fishing, is I wear a boot like this with a neoprene sock. In the wintertime or in the fall, when I put my waders on, I'm going to omit the sock and use the same boot, so I don't have to have two sizes of boots. I wear the same boot all year round, just trying to save a little money. This is a thin running sock. I like to wear a thin running sock in the winter time when I put on my regular waders, my winter waders. So I'm going to put those on for you right now. I'm going to put on the waders without my layers that I wear underneath for right now. I'm just going to show you, give you an idea of what they look like. We'll start off with the breathables. When you're putting on your waders, very important not to walk on the booty part of the sock. Definitely do not walk around. This is a very delicate part right here. We want to try to minimize the amount of walking you do on that part. Put on your boot. Get it comfortable. Lace it up, or zipper it up in this case. Put the gravel guards down. That keeps the sand and the mud out of your wade boot. So this is a breathable wader put on. Obviously I'm not wearing my layered clothing underneath. I usually wear a pair of some type of running spandex. Same thing with a lycra top. And I will sometimes put on a fleece jacket. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for you right now. Show you how the jacket will go on, so you can get an idea of how these waders should be worn. So once you've got your fleece jacket on, your weight jacket on to keep you dry, you're going to want to shove these inside your waders. Sometimes you need a helper. Sometimes you don't. So we want everything inside your weight gear. So now I'm protected to about right here. Anything higher and I'll get water over the top. So this is basically my winter weight setup, and I determine what I'm wearing underneath on how cold or how hot the day is. Might look like the marshmallow guy or the Michelin man in this outfit, but we're also going to try on the neoprene wader so you can see what that looks like. Tried to video this earlier today outside. The wind was really bad, had a lot of noise in the video, so we're redoing it inside the house. Hopefully y'all enjoy what I'm trying to show you. Okay, we're going to move on to neoprene waders. I'm going to put on the neoprene waders for you all so you can get an idea of what they look like. I personally like neoprene waders better. You stay a lot warmer in the neoprene waders, and I personally feel like I can move easier in them, and I feel a little bit more protected in them. When I wear neoprene waders, I usually don't wear some type of Under Armour gear. I just straight up put them on like this. Same thing goes for these. You're going to put on your waders. What's up, bud? Come. Sit. Good boy. So we got Samson here, everybody. This is my fishing dog. Can't hunt worth the shit, but he's a hell of a fisherman. All right, go play. Go play. Same thing goes with the other waders. Try not walking on this part because you don't want to damage them. Pros and cons, we'll talk about those, but while I'm thinking about it right now, neoprene waders do not come with a gravel guard. So what that means is throughout the day, I might get mud, rocks, and shells coming in through the top, while in the breathables, that's not going to happen. That's a plus from the breathables, a negative on the neoprene. Same thing with the neoprene waders. Your jacket and everything will go on the inside, so it will be a little tighter fit. That's what we talked about earlier. That it is a little bit tighter fit. But if this is something that you're interested in, try them out at the store and then compare them to the breathables. You would put on your jacket, shove it up in the inside. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Fleece lined jacket. I'm going to be saying that over and over throughout this video. That you want most of your material to be fleece lined, and that'll help wick away sweat. So you want to be something to this effect. You're only protected up to here. So every morning that I wake up to go wade fishing, what I do is I always put out my layered clothing down first. The first thing I'm going to do is put on my Lycra leggings, Under Armour, Nike, whatever brand you want to use that's warm geared Lycra. Same thing with the top, some type of spandex Lycra top. I'll put on a buff just to kind of help stay warm around the neck. Then the next thing I'm going to do is put on my fleece lined jacket. I'm going to say it again, fleece lined jacket. And if you can find a pair of fleece lined leggings, that'll work too. That'll help keep you a lot warmer throughout the day. Remember, this stuff you can take off, but you can't put it back on. So I'll do that. and then I put on my waders and my boots and my weight jacket. I don't leave the house unless I'm ready to go weight fishing from the house, because the last thing I want to do is be at my spot and I forgot my jacket, I forgot my hat. Let me find my weight hat. I know y'all are going to make fun of me, but Steve Buscemi gave me this hat from Fargo. This is the hat I will wear when I'm weight fishing. Now there could be a day where it's even colder and I'm going to put on even a second jacket on top to stay even warmer. I'll zip this one up, put on my waders, and I will be pretty much warm the rest of the day. And as the day progresses, the sun comes out and it gets hot, I'll just start taking clothes off and be comfortable the whole day. Pricing, pros and cons. The Neoprene Wader is going to be your cheaper purchase. Neoprene waders can start at $45 and can go up to $150 to $200 depending what brands and how fancy you want to get. Breathable waders are going to start at about $150 and can go all the way up to $600. So that just depends what your budget is and what you feel comfortable in. I prefer neoprene. That's just me. I'm getting used to the breathables also. Okay, Captain Roy, what are the pros and cons between neoprene and breathables? First of all, the pros on the neoprene is going to be they're really inexpensive and they keep you really, really warm. The cons, which I don't really think it's that big of a con, is they're a little bit thicker material, so you might feel a little bit restricted because they kind of stick to you like a wetsuit, and some people don't like that feeling. When you're in the water pressure is going to do like a vacuum on your legs. Oh man, we got a little interruption there from the dog, not a big deal. Back to what I was saying is you're going to get this vacuum on your legs and you're going to feel that throughout the day. So those could be pros and cons, but I really like the pricing is one of the biggest pros. Pros and cons for the breathables. Pros are lightweight and easy to move around in. You can tell that it's just very pliable and easy to move around in. Another major pro that we already talked about is you'll be able to layer your clothing to match the day. So if it's not that cold that day, maybe you don't have to put on as many layers as clothing. Or if the day gets colder, you can add layers or take them off. Now the con, pricing. They're a lot more expensive than the breathables, or excuse me, they're more expensive than the neoprene. So breathables cost more, neoprene is cheaper.